Let your mind go and your body will follow.
I don't know where I heard this. I think I just heard it as a quote in a movie, but it kind of fits what we're talking about here. That the Ionian scale, which is like the root of the major scale. So if you go up the major scale, that's the Ionian position. And that was the ancient Greeks thought that scale would drive you mad. Mm-hmm. But all of our pop songs are written in that scale. Is there, have you ever heard this, or am I just pulling this from something?
Well, Pythagoras was an Ionian philosopher. So are you saying the Ionian scale being the scale that he utilized?
Well, so the major scale has a mode for each note in it. If the first mode is called Ionian, so it's Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Mixolydian. I forget the order, but Ionian's the first one. And so I was wondering if there was any truth to a scale of music that would make you go mad, and it seems to fit.
There is a lot of people that believe that. I haven't done enough research to go into it. And some people change their, the tuning of their instruments specifically not to be in alignment with that scale because they think that it creates more harmony, right?
Right.
And then there's individuals like my friend Torkum G that synthesizes 432 hertz, and he synthesizes the different tones of these scales and does videos showing people how different ones are not harmonic and ones are harmonic, So the information's out there, but in regards to making you mad, I don't know. But I do know that there are some musicians that deliberately put frequencies in their music to inspire certain primal behaviors to keep us from having inner peace.
Oh, to keep us from having inner peace.
Yeah. And that goes into the music industry and the music industry's agenda, which isn't really about creating harmony and peace, but there are some out there that want us to drink more, want us to party more, want us to live a wild lifestyle. And there are frequencies that will actually inspire that within you.
Is the motivation behind that money, I assume?
The motivation behind it is creating a superficial capitalistic society based on instant gratification. Based on instant gratification and not dealing with our traumas. But utilizing substances and other things in order to release anxiety rather than actually do the inner work. So Crazy Bone, which is a guy from Bone Thugs and Harmony, he was in an executive meeting as a really famous hip hop band from the 90s. And he was
I'm from the 90s as well.
He was in a meeting, right, with Sony executives, and they literally came to this meeting. And the whole entire meeting and there was a non-disclosure agreement. All these executives had to sign it. And so he only released this 2 years ago because the non-disclosure agreement expired. And they literally were coming up and brainstorming with ideas to instigate and initiate aggression through rap music. That was what the meeting was with Sony executives, right? So whether they came up with, and he released a letter on his podcast and all this stuff, but whether they the non-disclosure agreement, whether they came up with frequencies or whether they were coming up with what words to use, right? They were deliberately attempting to hijack a certain type of music in order to promote more of aggressive lifestyle.
Yeah, it's just why? What does that help? Who does that help?
Well, then if you talk about 90s rap music, Black people,
I guess so.
Racism, there's too many factors there to know the truth, but you definitely know something's up.
Decaf coffee.
I'll have a decaf espresso.
I'll have a double decaf cappuccino.
Do you have any decaffeinated coffee ice cream?
I'll have a half double decaffeinated half cap with a twist of lemon.
I'll have a twist of lemon.
I'll have a twist of lemon. Yeah, I'll have a twist of lemon.
I'll have a twist of lemon.
I'll have a twist of lemon.